Hello, everyone. How's it going? It's another day, and I know you're thinking, but Shay, you're not in the car, and you would be correct if you saw that. I'm not in the car. There I go, already messing up the sounds. And I just want you to know that this is not my podcast, not one bit. I am doing some testing. This may or may not be my new background. I don't know, but we shall see. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you didn't let anybody give you crap today. I just feel like there's so much going on that I wanted to bring my camera out and bring the big guns out because it's too much happening to not record a video about it. And I might do this. I might like do some reaction videos to certain things throughout the week and then do a podcast and then still do my drive with shades. But as of today, I'm doing this video. So before we get into it, I want to remind you guys to please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe because it's really going to ramp up. It's 2025 now. 2025. It's a new year. We can't not win this year. It's too much going on to not win. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good one. I have some notes today because this is just too much going on. I saw this video of a girl who she's suing Lyft right now. I don't know if you guys heard about it. She's a rapper out of, I think she's from Detroit, Michigan, maybe. Yeah, she's from Detroit. And she is suing Lyft because of the size of her body. She's a big woman. She is a big woman. And I think from a big woman perspective, I could talk about this. So let's hear the video. I will put information right here. And yeah, let's see what this is all about.
And on the edge, a Detroit rapper is going viral for something other than her music.
Fans know her as Dank Demoss, and they're fuming after a Lyft driver allegedly denied her a ride because of her size. And Fox News' Jessica Dupnick is live in Detroit with this story. And my goodness, tell us how this all unfolded here, Jessica.
Okay, so this is a big thing. The Lyft driver denied this girl a ride, okay? Denied her a ride. Now, I have done Lyft and Uber before. I've driven people. So I know what it takes to do these things. The thing is, people forget you don't have to let anybody in your car. If you go to a bad area, if you go to a bad neighborhood, you don't have to let anybody in your car. It's your car. You're working for Lyft, but they're really working for you because you're saying, hey, I'm going to mess up my car. I'm going to drive random strangers around for a few shekels. And that's my choice, but I don't really have to let you in my car. They have these different requirements and different trainings to tell you to be mindful of respecting people and whatnot, and you can't discriminate. But if you think in your mind, oh, this person looks weird or whatever, you don't have to let them in your car. It's your property, okay? Lyft does not own it. So let's hear what happened. Okay.
Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Banlane whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Now, they're going to show the girl, right? They're going to show the girl. There's different, first of all, okay. I'm not defending her or going against her. She's about my size or maybe even a little bigger. I don't know. Depending on how you see me, she might be a little bigger than me. I don't know. But the thing is, everybody has a weight capacity for other people in their mind. A little small man might think I'm very, very big. Very huge. But then somebody else around my size might go, oh, you're losing weight. You look good. Everybody has a different metric of weight. Of like the BMI that you're supposed to be in their head, okay? So this she's a big lady. She's a big lady. First of all, her name is Dank Demoss. She's a rapper. So I looked her up. She has 177,000 followers. Okay, I never heard of her. Never heard of her. Never heard of her once. Now, as I do think that I am a music connoisseur, I definitely am at the age where I don't know everybody. I watched the Grammys last night and I was like, I have no idea who Chapel Roan is. I have no idea. I never heard of her, never seen her, never heard not one song, not even like a TikTok song, never heard of her once. I'm just at the age I have to accept that I do not know these new artists now. I have no idea. I know Billie Eilish. I know, I don't even know another one. I can't even tell you another newer artist. But I don't know all of the artists. So maybe you're like, you don't know Dank Demoss? I have no idea who she is. Never heard of her. But she's got a big following. But the thing is, sometimes when you go through stuff like this, you have a big following because of what happened. So I don't know if this was the following before her or after. I mean, before this happened or after. So it says, her bio says, I think it's an emoji of a elephant. It says, I am an elephant and a unicorn DET. I don't know what that means. It says ghostwriter, ghostwriter, rapper, singer, independent CEO of FSDS Records, bookings at gmail.com. So I'm clicking on the record company. It has 794 followers. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe the record company isn't that, I have no idea. Isn't that great? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. But I've never heard of her. So she might be the best rapper ever. I don't know. But I know that she's getting recognition because of what happened. So let's hear more about it.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that. You know?
That's a little offensive. They're like, have you ever been in a small car, ma'am? Have you ever been in a small car? Have you been in a small car? And it's like, yeah, we've all been in small cars, but can we actually take a ride and go in the car? There was a time where I had to take Ubers a lot after my car accident about a year and a half ago. And an older gentleman picked me up from far away. You could tell how far they drive from. And he picked me up far away, and it says what kind of car it is. But sometimes it's like, I don't know cars. If it says like it's a Ford Escape, I don't know how big a Ford Escape is. I'm thinking, hopefully I could escape in it. I don't know. I have no idea. So a lot of people are saying, well, why didn't she change the car? You don't, unless you know every car, you don't know what car is going to come. So the car came when I was needing a ride after my accident. And when I tell you I was like this, I couldn't breathe. And the guy kind of looked at me like, and right away I was like, I'm just taking this because I had an accident. I don't have any transportation. Please don't leave me. Because it's up to them whether or not they want to leave you. But he was just like, he's like, don't break my car. Like, I literally closed the door and like squeezed in. So I get it. But the reporter's just like, have you ever been in a small car? And she's like, yeah, when I was a kid, I was in many small cars when I was a young girl.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
Believe me, you can.
Now, they show the car. I don't know what kind of car this is, but the car's already low to the ground. I don't know if this is one of those street racing cars or if this is a car that's just low. It's already low. So I could tell. Have you ever, okay, so this is when I was even younger. I've gotten into cars with friends that have cars that are low. They like to street race or drag race or whatever. And I got in the car and we hit the curb and it went, shit. So I get it. This guy is like, look, I can't accommodate you. He's like, you're beautiful. I'm pretty sure you're a great rapper. If maybe he didn't even know she was a rapper. He's like, you're going to mess up my shocks. And that's the thing. Most Uber drivers, if you notice, take Uber and Lyft next time. Kind of scan the conditions. The cars are horrible. The cars are on their last legs because you got drunk people that go in, you have kids that go in, then you have your family. It's all type of people coming in and out of this car. So it's really on its last leg anyways. Even if it looks nice on the outside, check out the interior next time. Look at the seats. It might have a little stain on it or a little cut or something or a little slit on the seat. It might have something that says, look, this person needs a tip. Always tip your drivers, by the way. So let me go back to the video.
Yes, I can.
Believe it.
He told her there's not
If
enough.
you listen, the engine sounds like it's on its way out. It's like he's on his last tank of gas. He needs an oil change. He needs to go to Jiffy Lube quick. Uber and Lyft aren't going to pay for that. He needs some car maintenance. It sounds like his transmission, or I don't know about cars. Sounds like something's going on. His check engine light is a week out of turning on, a week away from turning on.
In his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
And I mean, you know what? Like I said, as a big woman, okay, so I've done Uber and Lyft before. I had a 5-star rating. I don't try to suck up to these people. I just drive and I'm just me. I talk. There's some people where you go in and they're like, I don't want to talk. And you go, okay, I'm going to take you to work, sir. Mr. Callahan, I'm just going to take you to work. We don't have to talk. It's a little awkward. You're in my car. You could have just got a private car. You could have just drove yourself. But Mr. Calloway, you wanted to get in my car and you say you don't want to talk to me. They have a thing on the app that says, I don't want to talk to you, something like that. And it's like, okay, I don't want to talk to you either then. So I just drive. And these people still give me 5 stars. But there's one time that a bigger gentleman, he was probably my size or bigger. He got in my car. And at the time I had a Kia Soul, which was a small car, but it had a lot of space in it, right? And it had more space than it looked like it had. So I do this thing where I push the front seat up. So even if you're big, even if you're large Marge, you could get in there and be comfortable. You could live in the car if you want to at this point. You could be in first class on an airplane at this point. You could lay out. It's enough space for you. I already set it up that way. And when people get out, if they push the seat back, I put it back up for you. So you have a lot of space in the back. That car had a lot of space. And this guy, he got in and I saw him. I go, okay. But I had good tires. My car was new. So I had good tires. It was fine. It was fine. So I said, okay, come on in. Come on in, Ian. I don't remember his name, but let's just say Ian for the story. He got in my car. And he was like, he was barely in there, but I took him to where he had to go. And he fucked up my 5-star rating. He fucked it up. I have like a 4.99 or 4.95 now. Because he put great conversation. These people rate you. He put great conversation, clean car, nice ride, but he said, guess what he put? He put car not spacious enough. I'm pausing because it's like, he put the car's not spacious enough. Spacious enough for who? Because I have so many people that come in and out of the car and they never complain about the space. So you can't blame somebody for your problems here, because that's like me. If I go into a little Toyota Corolla and I say, look, there's not enough space for me. You should have a spaceship at this point. No, you have to say, look, I'm this size and it is what it is.
This person you turned down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
You know what?
So he told the guy, he said, you need to order Uber XL. Now, first of all, I think the guy forgot he was driving Lyft, because he said she needs an Uber XL. Sometimes you drive a long time, you forget where you're driving. He might do Lyft, Uber. He might switch it up depending on the day. But he said, you should order Uber XL. He said, because the car is this far off the ground. So if you look up the video, it says, it's on YouTube. It says Detroit rapper Dank Demoss denied Lyft ride due to her size. The car is very low off the ground, and that's not a good feeling. So like I said, when I was younger, that's not a good feeling. I was not nearly as big as this, and I would get in the car and it would go zzz, and you kind of act like it wasn't you, and it's like just you and your best friend. It's not even like a group of people in the car, and your best friend's skinny as hell, and you look around, you go, well, that wasn't because of me, right? And you're on the left side of the car, just goes on the curb that way. It was definitely you, but your best friend was kind enough not to say anything. She just in her mind said, damn, I'm going to need to up my insurance limit. That's all.
Never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized.
I think she's lying. She said, I never have to order Uber XL. Never. I think a lot of people, the thing is, this is a new year. This is the year where people are going to have to start telling it how it is, okay? Maybe you didn't have to before. Maybe people, got in the car and they're like, I don't know, but they didn't want to be mean. They didn't want to be truthful. The thing is, when you drive Uber, Lyft, you don't have to tell the person why you don't want them to get in your car. You could just drive off. You could say that I wasn't the driver that was supposed to pick you up. You don't even have to tell the person anything. They could look at you, you could look at them, you could go, in your mind, you go, I had to go to use the bathroom. And you just drive off. You don't know what happened. They have a thing in the app that says, why did you cancel the ride? It either says unsafe conditions, couldn't find the driver, whatever. You don't have to tell the person why you don't have to pick them up. So maybe that's where he messed up. He's like, look, lady, you're too big. He's like, you're gonna mess up my shocks. He's like, I'm on my last transmission. I don't know how it goes. I'm on my last transmission fluid, and I don't have the money to get more transmission fluid. I just got these tires from, I was gonna say Rent-A-Center. I don't know, wherever they sell tires. I just got this 4-pack of tires from Costco, and I don't want to return them yet. I want to get the best out of these tires. So he told her all that, and she's pissed at this point.
And left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. Dank Demoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
She's crushed.
I just want them to know, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurt.
She said it hurt she said it really hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings.
Pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal, and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach...
She's got a lawyer that's got the most slick back hair ever. With the blue suits.
Onion say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same under the law.
It's not the same thing.
The lawsuit
similar,
is filed.
But not the same.
Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
The guy's so nice. He said, believe me, you can't. You can't fit in my car, ma'am. You can't. Believe me. He said, I had a lady your size. I put her in. She didn't fit. We had to get her out. It was a big thing. Poor guy, because he probably lost his job after this. He probably lost his job. I don't know. I mean, I think some things could be avoidable. Here's the problem. So I've had some different encounters with Uber and Lyft. The thing is, you get to a point where you go, are you going to cancel or I'm going to cancel? Because she didn't want to cancel because she's going to get charged, and he didn't want to get canceled. He didn't want to cancel himself, because he would also get dinged for that cancellation. He's not going to get paid. He could have drove from 20 miles away to get that ride, maybe 5 miles. He could have rode 13 minutes to get that ride. And it doesn't show you hey, this lady's oversized. It doesn't show him that. It just says the person's name. And it probably said Dank Demoss. And that should have been a red flag. It should have been a red flag at this point. Because if he saw the name, he would have been like, okay, there's going to be some problems with her. There's going to be some issues.
I really want people to see what we go through as bigger people,
It does suck being big, but it's okay, one of my bucket list things is I want to go to Japan. Okay, Japan is small. I see small people struggling going to Japan. I'm not going to go to Japan and tell them you're discriminating because you didn't make a supersized restaurant for me. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do what I have to do. You can't blame others sometimes. I'm a big woman. I stand with you, Dank Demoss, but sometimes you got to just get the Uber XL. You got to get the Uber XL. That's it. They should have a tab in Uber and Lyft that says, look, this car's too small. Or maybe they should have a thing for bigger people where it just automatically says, look, it says, match me with the car that's going to fit me. Okay, it'll have a weight limit or something. I don't know. I'm giving them ideas. If they make it, they owe me $1 million.
We did reach out to Lyft. They did not get back with us in time for this story. Now, Lyft, Uber, those rideshare companies, they can refuse passengers based on a perceived security threat. But according to Deja's attorneys, you cannot discriminate based on someone's weight. It's very clear in that cell phone video. That is why he denied her ride. Reporting live on Detroit's West Side, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
And because these Lyft drivers, their own personal rides, I mean, they turn people away, but they have some discretion, you're saying, but when it comes to some of these protected liberties, no.
That is what the attorneys are saying, and they said they had enough to file suit. They have filed that lawsuit, and Lyft has been served, but we will see what happens. We'll stay in touch with Deja.
Okay, now that's the thing. She might win the lawsuit. Okay, I'll tell you why. She's going to win the lawsuit because she got them, because they do have all these different, like I said, all these different rules and criteria for picking up people. You can't discriminate. But like I said, the Lyft driver messed up, because you don't have to tell them why you don't want to pick somebody up. You could go to the projects or somewhere that you think is unsafe, and that's it. You don't have to. You could drive. You could see them and go, "Whoop, nope, I'm not taking them. I'm not taking them. I don't have to." I picked up a lady one time, and I'm not proud of this. I picked up a lady one time, and the problem with Lyft and Uber too is that it'll say like Jason Clark, and then a woman will come out, and you go, "Wait a minute, hold on." You go, wait, and people just start yanking on your door. You go, "I don't know who you are," especially in crazy LA. You go, "I don't know who you are." It says Jason Clark right here. It doesn't say that you're supposed to be picking me. I'm supposed to be picking you up. So one time it said like Jason Clark, right? It said a guy's name, right? And I go to a motel in Gardena. I'm gonna just put it on blast. It's like a hotel, like a motel. And the lady comes out, and the thing is, when you're in the front seat, you can't really see all what's going on. And people either go on the left side of your car or the right side. Mostly they go on the right side because they don't want to be breathing down your neck, right? But this lady walks up to the car, and she just opens the door. She got in super quick, and I go, she had on stilettos, a puffy pink jacket, and basically no clothes. And then it says, I'm taking her to Figueroa. And this is a completely true story. It's not fabricated. So she sits behind me, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, she's a hooker? And I go, no. The thing is, it doesn't tell you exactly like where you're going. It'll just say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Figueroa Street. So you don't know where it is. You're like, Figueroa could be either a church, or you could be dropping off a hooker to go hook. So it was that I was dropping off a hooker to go hook. I'm not even playing. I dropped off the hooker to go hook. And I'm scared because I'm like, is this a scam? Like, she sat behind me. I'm like, is she going to have like a pew-pew behind me? It's actually quite scary. And she was just a young girl. She was telling me about her story. She was telling me about her pimp and that, the pimp chronicles and whatever. And I dropped her off on one corner. She goes, no, actually, she goes, he always puts me on the wrong corner. Send me to that corner. So I drive her another half a block away. And I literally dropped this girl off to hook. Like, there was no location I dropped her off to. There's no restroom. There's no lunch break area. There's no lunch area for the workers. It was a street corner on Figueroa. I'm not even playing. So at that point, I could have, before she got in, she moved so fast, but before she got in, I could have been like, oh no, I'm not getting her off with the hookers and Lyft and Uber. I'm not doing it. I got better things to do. I have a full-time job. This is just a side gig for me. I don't have time for this. But she got in so quick, and at that point, you can't like kick them out. Like, you can, but you might be online for that. And she could have, if I would have made a big deal in front of her, she would have said, this is discrimination. You don't know what I do. She could have been like, don't discriminate against sex workers. I don't know. But there's also some ladies that have come into my car with like 3 small kids, like a baby, and 2 1-year-olds, and with no car seat. And I'm like, look, I can't take you because if something happens, God forbid, I don't want to be responsible. You're supposed to have a car seat. One time I did take this lady like literally a half a block away. But I was nervous. She had a little newborn baby and something like a little kid. And I'm just like, lady, I know, I get it. You got to take the bus or take the Ubers and stuff. But get a car seat. That's so dangerous. But I don't know. I don't stand with this girl because, I mean, she's going to win the lawsuit, like I said, Dank Demoss. She's going to win the lawsuit. She is, because like I said, Lyft and Uber have a bunch of clauses and a bunch of rules that say you cannot discriminate. But I think it's also sad because the guy's going to lose his job. The guy's going to lose his job. They're going to be like, what happened? Did you get in a crash or what happened? He's going to be like, just Google it. Go on the Detroit news and see what's up. Dank Demoss brought Lyft down. But anyways, like I said, this is not my podcast. I just wanted to talk about this story. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really want to know, do you stand with Dank Demoss or do you stand with Lyft or Uber? Or do you just drive your own car? Do you just not get involved? What a blessing it is to have your own car. Just let me know how you feel. I will be testing and working on my podcast. This may be my new background. I don't know. I will let you know. The episode will come out soon. I have a lot to talk about. A lot of election stuff. A lot of just life stuff. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And yeah, this is going to be a new year of new videos. I will react to more videos. I want to talk about the Grammys. Maybe I'll do another video about the Grammys. And we shall see. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys again. I'm not going to do another video later because this is going to be a long video. It's like, it says 26 minutes now. 26 minutes. So this might as well be my dang podcast episode. But we'll see. It's not going to be. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.